This is the SMOROBOT Tank C1 cordless pool cleaning robot, and right out of the box, it looks pretty modern and sleek. It gives off that sturdy feeling with a smooth gray and black finish that actually hides wear and scratches pretty well. The first thing I noticed is how compact it feels for something that promises heavy-duty pool cleaning, and the big handle on top makes it convenient to lift even when it's wet and heavier. From my experience, setting it up is straightforward, and honestly, that's a relief. There's no headache with connecting it to Wi-Fi or downloading extra apps to figure out how it works. You just charge it for about 2.5 hours, hold down the power button, and set your preferred cleaning mode right on the body. The simplicity here makes it less intimidating, especially for anyone who's never used a pool robot before. It's just plug, play, and let it go. When I first got my hands on the Tank C1, I was genuinely skeptical about how well it would handle all the debris that gets into my pool, especially leaves, grass, and hair. But the suction power is impressive, rated at 3,300 gallons per hour. I actually watched it vacuum up leaves and dirt way faster than I expected. With the dual-layer filter basket inside, it was able to pick up both big stuff and pretty fine particles, like sand and even some cloudiness from fine dirt. There are 2 filters nestled inside each other. The outer is for larger stuff like leaves, and the inner one is finer for smaller debris. Cleaning the basket can require a bit of muscle, since you have to push and pull 2 latches at the same time, but I got used to it after the first couple of tries. One of the key features I've really grown to appreciate is the cordless design. I can move around my pool while the robot is running, and there are no cables getting in the way or tangling up. It feels somewhat freeing to be able to swim while the robot takes care of business quietly in the background. It's quiet enough that it doesn't interrupt whatever else I'm doing around the pool. This robot has a weekly timer mode, which I use all the time. You fully charge the battery, set it to weekly mode, and just let it be. The Tank C1 automatically comes to life every 48 hours and runs a cleaning cycle for about 45 minutes, up to 3 times on a single charge. It's perfect for when I'm too busy to think about pool cleaning or when I go away for a long weekend. It's nice to come back and find the pool looking pretty good without any extra effort. I did have to remember to charge it fully before using the timer feature. But that's a small step for what feels like a lot of convenience in keeping up with regular cleaning. Wall climbing is always something I check with pool cleaners, because a lot of debris collects right at the waterline and on the walls. The Tank C1 has these strong tank-style treads and a powerful motor, so it grips and climbs the walls pretty well, even going a bit above the waterline to scrub out whatever's collected there. It's not perfect at every single wall corner, especially if your pool has sharp or unusual angles. But for my rectangular pool, I found it does a really effective job. Occasionally, the robot does pause or looks like it's thinking. Honestly, I was worried it got stuck, but usually, it figures it out after a short idle moment and keeps going. The smart sensors and navigation help it avoid getting trapped, and I noticed it almost always finds its way back on track. One thing I think anyone shopping for a pool robot wants to know is how long the battery lasts. From my tests, the claimed 150-minute battery life is accurate if you're using it on the floor-only mode or letting it rotate between floors and walls. It was able to finish my entire 13 by 26-foot pool, which is around 2,500 square feet, on a single charge, and it definitely saves me from hauling out the manual vacuum every week. A detail worth mentioning for those who want easy post-cleaning, the Tank C1 always parks itself near the pool wall when it's finished. There's a little hook included to help grab it from the edge if you don't want to get your feet wet, and that's a thoughtful touch. In my opinion, there are a few things that could be improved if you want features like app control or advanced scheduling. Right now, everything is adjusted on the unit itself, which means there's no app for notifications or customizing cleaning patterns. For me, though, the trade-off is simplicity. Fewer things can go wrong, and I'm less distracted by constant app alerts. If you're a tech enthusiast who likes supervising with an app, this might not be the robot for you yet. If I'm being honest, the filter basket mechanism took a few tries to get comfortable with. The double latch system is a bit different from what I expected and can feel sticky at first, but after a couple of weeks using it, I got the hang of it. The basket holds a lot, up to 4 liters worth of leaves and debris, which means I'm not always running over to empty it every cycle. Just give the filters a good rinse and bang them out, and they're ready for the next cleaning. One more thing I really value is the solid, sturdy build. Even after a couple of bumpy rides over my pool's rough concrete finish, and going over main drains, the outer casing and brushes hold up well. The tracks don't get jammed, and the LED indicators on the front are more than just eye candy. They let me know what direction the robot is turning or when it's backing up. I can tell at a glance if it's working the way it should. From my experience, the Tank C1 is perfect for people who just want to get their pool clean with the least hassle. I'd recommend this for pool owners who want to skip the tech headaches and just need something that's easy to use, reliable, and thorough with cleaning. If your pool is a simple shape and not littered with complicated ledges or odd curves, this will save you a lot of time. People who might get frustrated by having to open the filter basket a certain way might want to try it in person if possible, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I do think some folks might want a little more control over scheduling or targeting specific problem areas with an app or remote, but for the average pool owner, like me, simplicity wins out. This is not the fanciest robot on the market, but it works. The battery lasts, the cleaning is thorough, and it doesn't waste my time. In conclusion, my quick review is this. The SMOROBOT Tank C1 cordless pool cleaning robot makes pool cleaning pretty much stress-free for me. It's efficient, straightforward, and packs a punch for its size. The dual filtration, weekly timer, and good battery life hit all the marks that matter most to everyday pool owners like myself. I'm not constantly troubleshooting, waiting on updates, or fighting with tangled cords. If that type of reliability and simplicity is what you're after, this is a robot worth checking out. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a comment if you have any questions or want to share your experience with pool robots. Thank you for watching.